Originally, this was supposed to be entirely for social care.
Yes.
And they said for the first 3 years, it'll be used to fund all the extra operations to get rid of the backlog, which, I mean, that does need to happen. But it just delays the idea that we have to have a new system of funding social care. So
you understand that because of the upper limit of national insurance contributions, the burden of paying for this national insurance increase is actually on areas where a lot of people work, but they don't earn a lot of money. A lot of them do not earn above the national insurance threshold, and so you're looking at the North East. Well, I mean, I don't think the North East is particularly known for high property prices, and neither is the East Midlands, which is the second most hard-hit region.
Well, and of course,
of regional income.
And of course, this week Michael Gove's issuing his Levelling Up white paper, and it doesn't really fit into that, does it?
Well, we all like the idea of levelling up, but I'll tell you what levelling up isn't. That's when we find out that Boris Johnson and the people around him at Number 10 have been able to do what they wanted during lockdowns, while the rest of us were doing what we were told. That's not levelling up either, Ian.
Is there one thing that Boris Johnson could do that would encourage you to retract your letter to Sir Graham Brady?
Well, he's done lots of things. I did write to him some weeks ago and told him we needed to get rid of all the Plan B restrictions. If we hadn't done Plan B, I think that probably, between loss to the economy over Christmas and the cost of spending 600-700 million a week on lateral flow tests alone and the PCR tests on top of that, $1 billion a week, that probably cost the economy about 30 billion. Unnecessarily. Well, I mean, we can't have that money back, but I mean, that would have paid for the national insurance thrice we wouldn't have needed, and it would have many times over paid for lots of help towards the cost of living and cutting VAT on fuel. We can't have those opportunities back, unfortunately. I want someone who makes better decisions, quite honestly, Ian.
And who would that be? Who do you think would make a really good successor to Boris Johnson?
Well, we're not. This is not the time or the place, Ian, and I'm not going to be.
Let's have a bit of fun.
I'm not going to be tempted by you.
I
would say I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. Clearly there are people in the cabinet now who think that they are leadership contenders. Well, leadership for me is not letting the Prime Minister and Number 10 act in the way they have for some considerable time, and they may say, I didn't know when I wasn't there. Well, you should have known, and now you do know, and no one's willing to make a stand except for Lord Frost.